Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Pushing Pistons, and I'm gonna be showing you the 2022 Honda Civic. Here with me is Carl Pulley from Honda, and he's gonna tell us a little more about the vehicle.
Hey Abdullah, nice to see you, bud.
How's it going?
Well, I'm super excited to talk about the new 11th generation Civic, and we have to look back at the 10th generation because it's been so successful for Honda. We sold 1.7 million vehicles in the US. So obviously the designers and engineers didn't want to mess up a good thing. So what they do with styling is they look back at some of the heritage Civics of our past, and they landed on the Wonder Civic, which is the 3rd generation. It had this wonderful, clean and clear design with a long hood and an open, expansive greenhouse. So they came up with the concept of clean and light or clear, and basically they wanted to create a more athletically sporty styling for the Civic.
It looks really aggressive. It looks a lot wider, longer. Is there any physical dimension changes here?
Well, funny you say that, because most people, when they see it, they think that it's larger than the current generation, but it's actually the same size. Just a little bit longer, but it's the same height, it's the same width, but this wonderful design elements really created this really sporty, sophisticated styling. And it all starts with this really long, elongated hood that drops down towards the nose. We have these beautiful LED headlights that are lower, and then we have the grille, which is lower still than the headlights, that really pushes the nose down. And then we have this aggressive looking air intake that really plants the vehicle down, makes it look wide and sporty.
Yeah, it really gives it a good stance. I like that.
Another element that they did is include this wonderful character line that's horizontal and runs all the way from the front to the rear and connects the LED headlights. And it really gives a sense of length, and also it creates this nice tension surface right here that gives you a sense of power and athleticism.
Yeah.
Another character line, this lower one, lifts up slightly towards the rear, and you see there's a little bit more weight above the rear wheel, like it's on its haunches ready to charge forward. Another thing that I'd mentioned is the big greenhouse, and obviously that's the glass. They dropped down the passenger window a little bit to give that nice horizontal line, but it means that when you're inside, you have a lot of glass around you, so it opens up the outside to inside the vehicle, so it just feels so much more roomy as well.
Cool. And I guess this is the sport trim, right? So I noticed some HPD pieces around. Anything special about this one specifically?
These are the standard sport wheels. So when you buy that sport trim, you get these beautiful black wheels.
Okay.
But then it has the Honda Performance Development, or HPD, styling elements that really gives it, especially that more youthful and sporty styling that has legitimacy with our HPD racing programs. We're involved in everything from IndyCar to Baja racing, go-kart racing, to motocross racing as well. So there's a great deal of legitimacy there.
So speaking of performance, can you tell us about what's under the hood of the new 2022 Civic?
Absolutely. We have 2 powertrains. The 2 lowest trims, and this Sport being the 2nd trim up, gets a normally aspirated 2-liter engine with VTEC, and it pumps out 158 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque, but also it's more fuel economical as well. The 2 top trims get a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine that also has VTEC on the exhaust valves. That is up 7 horsepower to 180 and up 14 pound-feet of torque to 177. So it has a lot of oomph off the line.
Totally, yeah. So let's check out the interior, because I know this one has a lot of the bells and whistles that you're gonna get on the new Civic.
So now we're inside. You see that clean, clear and thin design really shows up on the inside as well. And obviously the first thing that draws people's eye is this beautiful honeycomb pattern that not only looks premium and beautiful, but also it's functional in that it hides the air vents. And so you still have full functionality of the air vents, but you don't see them. So it gives that nice clean look to it, that simple look. But it's simple and something. It's something surprising and unique for the Civic.
I like these handles right there, latch in the middle, right?
Absolutely. Now check out those dials.
Oh, that's satisfying.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
mean,
nice.
just every touch point of the Civic has been, I mean, even how they sound and how they feel. Another thing that's really nice is this nice soft touch material that anchors your hand when you're using the color touchscreen. And color touchscreens come standard. We have the 9-inch here on the 2 top trims, and then we have a 7-inch on the 2 lower trims.
And I'm assuming Apple CarPlay, Android Auto.
Oh, absolutely. So it comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus with the top touring trim, which is sitting right now, though it comes wirelessly. Also, we have a wireless charger as well.
Nice.
Another thing that's brand new to the Civic is this full digital display. When you change the drive modes, it'll actually show a little icon. So we'll go down to Econ, and it has a little moving graphic display. And also, if you go to normal, we have a different graphic. And then if you're feeling a little sporty and you want to have fun in the twisties, then we can go to sport, and that really gives you this wonderful driving experience. So really, you get the character of 3 cars in one.
Nice. And then one thing I wanted to ask, I heard that the material here is fingerprint resistant, because I know a lot of interiors can be finger magnets. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So it has this wonderful kind of touch to it. It's almost like a houndstooth material, and it resists fingerprints. So it always looks clean. It always looks nice. And another thing of note is Honda's known for the ergonomics. When you're sitting here, everything comes to hand, the switch gear. And if you just move your head horizontally, all the controls are within eye shot. And also another great thing is they brought the dash down, so the view outside, you can really see over the hood. You have this great view all around of the vehicle. They've moved the shift lever a little bit more towards the driver, and a little bit more canted towards the driver. So it really kind of comes to hand. So it feels very natural to shift, put your hand on it. And also they moved the cup holders off to the side, because then you don't have to go over. You have a big cup. You don't have to go over it and be awkward. It's not in the way, so it's nice. Everything that you need to do is nice and linear or horizontal. So everything really comes to hand, and it's just a wonderful driving experience.
So I noticed there are Bose speakers. Can you tell me how many speakers are in the new Civic?
Absolutely. So this is the touring trim, and it gets the Bose premium sound system, which sounds absolutely phenomenal. Has 12 speakers.
Oh, wow.
And so, I mean, you go into the sound settings, and that's something that people, whether are like rap or rock or country, I mean, you know, I can imagine lots of driveway moments where people are jamming out to their favorite song. They come to their house and like, no, I'm going to sit in here because this has a better sound system than my house.
All right, guys. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm super excited to take this on the drive once it's on dealership lots. So stay tuned for more information on the 2022 Honda Civic.